little single unicorns, and welcome to today's pick a card reading, which is all about your love life during the month of August in the year 2020. So in order to help you figure out what's coming in your love life as well as what to look out for, I have prepared 5 groups with 5 different crystals which you can choose from. So if you would like, you can pause the video right here in order to meditate on the 5 groups, but maybe one of these 5 crystals caught your eye immediately, which is the one that I would recommend you choosing as well as listening into. So the 5 crystals are as follows. We have the Geode, we have the Amethyst, we have a Carnelian, we have a black Tourmaline, as well as a Celestine. And as usual, the timestamps to all 5 groups can be found down below in the description box, as well as pinned to the comment section by myself for quick, easy access from your laptop or your mobile devices. If this is the first time that you're on my channel, that you're watching one of my videos, and you ended up finding your reading insightful, helpful, motivational, inspirational, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up in order to let me know, and also to never miss another reading relevant to your life. So I want to keep this intro nice and short so we can spend more time within the individual groups. So I will be starting off with the first group, which corresponds to the Geode, and to all of my other beautiful groups. I will catch you at the click of your timestamp. Hello, group number 1, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Geode, group number 1, which is just such a gorgeous mineral. It is a stone, it is a crystal that helps amplify the powers and vibrations of other minerals. So if you have other crystals and other minerals, make sure that you put a geode around those in order to amplify their energies. But let's move into your reading to figure out exactly what is happening in your love life during August of 2020. So we have the Spirit of Rings, we have the Spirit of Cups, as well as the Queen of Swords. So first off, let's start off with the Spirit of Cups, shall we? So in the Spirit of Cups, one thing that I see here is that there is opportunity for love to come into your life. There is opportunity for something exciting to happen, okay, to meet a new person. And I see here that meeting that new person will be based on a very creative way of meeting them. For you, that could be going on a different dating website, just overall being in a different social situation. But creativity in meeting that person could be bumping into one another at the grocery store, running errands, and being in the same situation, such as feeling frustrated about the current economic situation, or just overall maybe being in a hurry, in a rush, or trying to find something specific, okay? Moving further into your reading, in the Spirit of Rings, one thing that I do see, however, is that you're still very focused on your career. You're focused on getting that bag, okay? In the Spirit of Rings, I see that productivity is important to you, as well as endurance in your ventures that have to do with you being effective and productive. So these are things in the material realms, okay? These are things in the earthly realms. I'm talking your career, your financial situation. So while there is an opportunity here for romance, you're not necessarily like dead set on it. You are dead set though on making your career flourish. You're dead set though on securing the financial freedom, on securing the financial prosperity that you know isn't too far away from you. Furthermore, in the Queen of Swords, one thing that I see here is that you're a very self-reliant person, and this really comes to show anybody who meets you, anybody who comes into your vicinity in a romantic way, anybody who is interested in you during the month of August is definitely going to feel this Queen of Swords energy that you're exuding, which is very self-reliant energy, which is energy that just shows like, I don't need anybody. But at the same time, I'm also not going to be anybody's sugar mama or sugar daddy. You got to have your own as well. Know that the Queen of Swords is basically the queen of air signs, so you're exuding very strong air sign energy. If you're already an air sign, group number 1, I want you to know that it may not be a bad idea to maybe tone down your air sign part a little bit. Try and be a bit more emotionally connected rather than disconnected. But you know, that's just a little piece of advice, not advice that you necessarily need to follow. So we have some postcards here with messages from your guides, and I want to figure out exactly what it is that they are trying to communicate to you right now. So let's get right into it, shall we? Dearest you, Pump up the music, bang the drums, get on up, and start that hustle toward your goals and dreams. There are times to be still, but this is not one of them. Now is the time to make that first move, say yes to life, pick up the phone, make that decision, and take that one step towards the gods or us. Expect a cascade of changes, good news, and opportunities to show up. As if by magic. Well, we know it's really spirit and all of us moving things around for your benefit. The point is that we are saying go for it. Take positive action toward your dreams. Even if the outcome isn't an exact fit for your agenda, it will all be orchestrated by spirit and arrive in divine appropriate timing. Don't you just love how it all works? We love you so, so much. So just as we basically spoke about in the Queen of Swords, you are self-reliant, you are independent, you know what you're doing, you know where you're going, and that's the kind of energy that we want to see you continue to exude. That is attractive. That makes you extra attractive. So I see that you're the kind of person where when you're basically not even looking for anything, when you're just doing your own thing, that's when you attract the most attention romantically, and often you don't even really notice it. Then we have go the distance. So in go the distance, I see here that when it comes to your career, when it comes to just overall being that independent person that you know you are, continue to go that extra mile in order to make your dreams a reality. So even if you feel very tired, if you feel like you just need that afternoon nap, you just need that midday little, sleepy time, allow yourself to not get into the low, okay? Keep your spirits high. I can see here going the distance in your career is going to open up new opportunities romantically with very high quality people. So keep in mind that a high quality person is of course subjective, but there are also many things that I think we can all agree on. A high quality person is somebody who is not toxic towards you. A high quality person is somebody who won't try to control you or try to change you per se, okay? So going the extra mile in your personal life is just going to open up doors to these people who feel attracted to the confident you. Then we have round and round. So in a way, I do see here like a situation with cycles, a situation where you're just kind of like going through the same thing over and over again, trying to find the mistake. So this could be in love, this could be just in your career, where basically you're trying to find out where you've gone wrong up until this point. And you're going over it, you're going through your past experiences, your past kind of like just situations or situationships with people, trying to figure out what it is that just like broke the camel's back or didn't work out. But I want you to not focus too much on that. As I can see here, we have this card round and round in connection to the number 25, and the number 25 is a number that is a little bit challenging. So know that the number 5 is all about challenges and obstacles, and in numerology the number 2 is about balance. So keep in mind that life and just relationships, love will always come with obstacles and challenges, but it's important for you to know that as long as it's not anything like wild or crazy, that is within the range of the norm. That is within the range of normality. And sometimes you just have to accept those things. You just have to be okay and know that it is normal and that you can't always explain or avoid every situation. Then we have the burning bowl ritual, as well as be still. So a burning bowl ritual would be very therapeutic to you. It would be very helpful. So if you do feel like there are some things you want to put out into the universe or even let go of, just scribble on a little note what those things are, what your thoughts are in correlation to love, and do that in a moment of stillness where you feel like you're, where you know you're alone, okay? Not where you feel like you're alone. You know you're all by yourself. You know you can be honest with your situation and what you're going through. Write it on a piece of paper and take it with you if you go to a barbecue or just overall you're doing a campfire. If that's not something you're doing anytime soon, allow yourself to just light the piece of paper on fire and just let that energy escape up into the universe and not be your responsibility anymore. Allow that to kind of be a thing of the past. It is great to do burning bowl rituals during full moons because full moons usually allow you to why am I talking like that? Allow you to just clean the slate, if you will. Start off with a fresh slate and get rid of any like old energies that have become stuck. So during a full moon is the best time for you to do it. But of course, doing a burning bowl ritual any time of the month is helpful to your love life during August. So then we have the Sun. The Sun is a very favorable card. The Sun shows that during August, you're in a good place. So while there is opportunity for love, at the same time, you're not forcing it, you're not pushing it, you're not trying too hard. You're just doing you, really. If love happens to fall into place and happens to work out, that's great, that's fine, you're here for it. But if it doesn't, you're not forcing anything. You're just enjoying the moment. You're enjoying everything that life has in stock for you, everything that is just going amazing for you. And that's that. You're not going to try to impress anybody or basically try to just be desperate, period. That is not the vibe. That's not what you're doing. And I'm really proud of you for that, group number one. Then we have Strength. So in Strength, one thing that I can see here is that just overall, your strength is one thing that is going to come to show during the month of August. Your strength when it comes to your romantic life. You have moved on from who you used to be. Maybe in the past you used to be a bit more on the side of like trying really hard to impress, trying really hard to find somebody. But I see here in Strength that you're just like fierce and able to stand on your own. If love happens, that's a great addition, but you're not trying to force anything where you can feel that maybe it's just not working or maybe it's just not the right thing for you. And that is what true strength is. True strength is also to be able to be honest with yourself when a romantic situation is not meant for you, and instead of trying to force it, to just let it go, to just let it be, and know that things will move into where they're supposed to move into in due time, not trying to basically just have your fingers, have your nose in business that it doesn't belong in. You got enough going on, you got a lot of things going for you, and just overall a very productive month ahead, group number one. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading and found it insightful. If you made it all the way to the end of your reading, leave a little tiger emoji down below as we have here, not only to let me know that you made it to the end, but also as a token of good luck for the month of August. So I'm sending you lots of love and light. Stay safe, and I'll see you in one of my upcoming readings. Hello, group number two, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Amethyst, group number two, which is such a gorgeous mineral. If only my camera were to focus. There we go. Okay. Such a gorgeous mineral, amazing choice, group number two. This is a stone that helps you kind of just get your intuition on fire, which is maybe why you intuitively chose it, but it's also a stone that just allows you to elevate your psychic abilities whenever needed. But let's move into your reading about your love life during August of 2020. So let's see what's going on for you. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Spirit of Swords as well as the Ten of Rings. So let's start off with the Ten of Rings, shall we? In the Ten of Rings, I see you being satisfied with where you're going in your career, with where you're going professionally, academically, while in the Nine of Wands, you know, there's a little bit of a test of strength there. I see that you're happy with where you're already at, which is kind of like putting you in a position where you think to yourself, oh, do I really need to like put in this extra effort for a promotion or to pass this exam? Because like I've already worked so hard, I've already done so much, and I'm just kind of like tired. And that's where I see in the Nine of Wands that you have to make sure you persevere. You have to make sure that you keep in mind we are at the number 9. Okay, you are close to completion of your next project, close to completion of your next big cycle. So just staying kind of on top of it, persevering and staying strong, just hanging in there, okay? That is what you need to do, group number two. It is so important for you to not allow your spirits to get down when it comes to your career, because that will give you confidence in your love life. As I can see here in the Spirit of Swords, that we have somebody coming towards you during the month of August who is of an air sign or has very strong air sign placements in their chart, very strong air sign tendencies. Air signs tend to be very logical, very matter-of-factly matter of factly is what I meant to say. And they're just overall people who are logical rather than overly emotional, if you know what I mean. So in the Spirit of Swords, I see that this person is very eager. This person is going to try to get to know you. Now, whether that is a turn on or a turn off, that is for you to decide. Not everybody likes the very direct approach. Some do, some find it a little bit too much. But one thing that I do see in the Spirit of Swords is that this person is coming from a good place. This person is coming from a place that is genuine, and they would just genuinely like to know more about you. So whether you let them in or not is up to you, but know that you will tend to be a bit more open-minded and a bit more willing to allow them into your life if you have all of your earthly things and just like your project in a place where you don't feel bad about not going that extra mile, where you don't feel bad about not persevering. So make yourself proud first and foremost. Nobody else but you, group number 2. Then we have connect with your womb. So that is one thing that I want you to know does not only have to apply for all of my female little unicorns out there. I want you to know here and connect with your womb. Just connecting with your cycles, with what you go through every month is imperative. And I can see here that next month is especially kind of challenging, if you will, when it comes to that. I can see that you're feeling all sorts of ways. You're feeling like you want to be physically involved with somebody. You're feeling like kind of like lonely in a sense, how you want physical closeness. That is one thing that I see. But instead of just allowing yourself to let somebody into your space who maybe hasn't earned it or doesn't deserve you, instead try and understand what makes you feel this way and also how you can just deal with it on your own. Then we have massage. So in massage, allow yourself to get a massage if that is of course something you've been thinking about getting for a long time. It is always good to just kind of have somebody work on your tissue, work on your muscles, kind of give them a little bit of a chance to regenerate, okay, as well as to just soften up. And overall, know that massage in correlation to connecting with your womb or connecting with your kind of like private side, if you will, can be taken any way you'd like to take it, group number 2. But give yourself a little massage, even if it's in that little private place, if you know what I'm saying. So that is, of course, one thing that can be very therapeutic and just allow you to also just emerge into your space, to drop into your space without any kind of feelings of judgment or feelings of doing anything that you shouldn't be doing with somebody who you feel hasn't proven themselves, okay? If you need to just do it for yourself, girl, do it for yourself. And of course that goes for all guys as well, because your space is sacred. Don't allow people in just because you have sudden urges. Then we have the Emperor. So in the Emperor, one thing that I can see here is you taking charge of your situations, taking charge of your love life, which is really attractive. Then we have the Four of Pentacles, which is all about building that stability. So building that stability in the earthly realms, making sure that all of your financial affairs are in place. And in correlation to the Emperor, I just see that this kind of boss energy that you're exuding attracts a very certain kind of person, because a lot of people can feel intimidated around you or around all of the things that you have been able to accomplish. So know here that attracting the Spirit of Swords is a very particular kind of person who is very secure in themselves. If they weren't secure in themselves, they wouldn't be attracted towards you in all of your boss type of energy. They would be attracted towards you if you were in a moment of weakness. So really look out for who is attracted to you when you're having a moment of weakness, and who is attracted to you when you're shining, when you're in your kind of bossed up mode. That can say a lot about those people. Then we have the Princess of Pentacles, as well as the Ace of Cups. So in the Ace of Cups, I do see a new emotional kind of connection forging. So this could be, for instance, a new coworker. So as I can see here in the Princess of Pentacles, that this is somebody who has earth kind of energy, earth sign energy. This is somebody who is playful, who is younger than you, but not really a romantic interest. I see in correlation to the Four of Pentacles and the Emperor that you're older than them, you're more mature than them, you're not interested in them in a romantic way, you're more kind of like the leader, their boss, their superior, if you will. So I see that that's working well. That's a connection in your life where you feel like, okay, I can get along with this person. This person is cool. This person is easy to hang with. But beware, because they might feel attracted to you. But it's not a good idea for that to go the other way around, because in the long run, it is just not the right connection for you. But let's move a little further into your reading with one of these lovely postcards. So let's see what messages the universe has for you. Dearest you, we are sending you waves of love and joy as we watch you reap the rewards of your tenacity and faith. We know how long it has taken for you to reach some of your goals and that you had disappointments along the way. Right now, we suggest you take a deep breath and fill yourself up with gratitude and tune into the vibration of well-being. Temporary conditions may be trying to hypnotize you into seeing something else as your reality, but we know that happy rewards are on their way to you even now. Change is the only constant, so be open to it. You will achieve your dreams and more, we promise. But more important, your happy rewards will be gathered up in the small moments, the gentle breezes, the soft kisses, and the quiet commitments. Your happiest moments will be on the journey itself, not in arriving at any destination. You are surrounded by so much love and care. Can you feel us? So I really love this as a gentle kind of ending to your reading. I really love this as just coming together, taking everything into one with your reading. I truly hope that you enjoyed your reading, group number 2. I hope that it gave you some insight as well as some inspiration as to what to focus on and what is coming towards you during the month of August in correlation to your love life. I hope you're staying safe and I hope that you're doing well. Sending you so much love and light, and I will see you in one of my upcoming readings. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Carnelian, group number 3, and the Carnelian is just such a beautiful stone that ranges from deep red to kind of like an orangey type of tone. So I absolutely love this stone. It is a stone that is connected to love as well as just overall energizing energy, which is maybe why you chose it. But let's move into your reading in order to figure out what is coming in your love life during the month of August. So we have the Emperor, we have the Three of Wands, as well as the Ten of Cups. So first and foremost, let's start off with the Emperor, shall we? The Emperor is somebody who is very wise, somebody who is passionate about what they're doing in life, and I see that this person is coming into your life. This person is moving into your life and will make an impression on you during the month of August. And in correlation to the Ten of Cups, I see here that you feel a sense of fulfillment. You feel like your love life is moving into a favorable direction, which just overall makes you very happy. In other areas of your life and other aspects, I see in the Three of Wands that there's still a lot of development that you're doing. You're still working very hard, but you can see that working hard is just bringing more opportunities into your life when it comes to your career, as well as just the projects that you're very passionate about. But when it comes to love strictly, I see here in the Emperor as well as in the Ten of Cups that somebody is going to make you feel those butterflies. Somebody is going to make you feel that over the moon feeling where you feel like you're getting really great attention that makes you feel attractive, that makes you feel like just cute, okay? Let's just say it that way, group number 3. And it's the type of attention that you like and that you enjoy. So I have a few postcards here and they are filled with messages from the universe, from your guides, from your angels. So let's figure out exactly what they have to say to you in connection to your love life, shall we? So here we go. Dear you, oh my, things are stirred up and change is upon you. This is cause for celebration. No need to be nervous, but know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with the uncertainties of life. The funny thing is that Courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear, rather in spite of it or even because of it. Step into the unknown now, let go of the branch you are clinging to, and let Spirit take the wheel and help steer you to your highest good and most wonderful adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest up to us. There's a load of miracles being shipped your way. Remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said? Take one step towards the gods and they will take 10 towards you. We're all doing the destiny cha-cha on your behalf. That's right, don't be afraid to dance. Loving you always. So, let's move a little further into your reading in order to just figure out more details on what it is that is coming for you and what you should be focusing on. So don't be afraid of the uncertainties of life, and know that change is coming. Know that fulfillment is coming your way. Emotional abundance, as we have here in the 10 of Cups. Then we have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords speaks of new communication happening, which is very logical with somebody shifting into your life who is bringing emotional abundance and happiness. And you're going to have to learn what they like, what they don't like, what they respond well to, and what they kind of struggle with, if you will. Then we have the Chariot. So nevertheless, things are moving pretty rapidly, but you're going to have to show your willpower and wanting to keep things going. As we do have the Emperor here, which is somebody who is very authoritative, who is very strong-willed, strong-minded. You will have to put yourself in a position, if you're interested in them, where you show that you want to make it work as well, because they don't want to play games. They've already been through that. They've already been in relationships where they would express what they desire, their significant other wouldn't, and it would just basically be them trying to make it work without any reciprocity. But I see here in the Chariot that, you know, you're not opposed to that as long as we said, there is reciprocity. There is this energy here that they too want to make it work. Then we have the Moon. So in the Moon, one thing that I see is that it would be beneficial for you to look out for yourself when it comes to other people in love as well as in your career, okay? Not everything is as it seems, and the Moon is trying to urge you to kind of take your intuition into account, to make your intuition a part of your decision making, because sometimes there are things that we can't see with our own eyes, but our heart can feel, and our heart can warn us and tell us when something is not moving in the right direction or is not looking healthy for us. So listen to your intuition, listen to what your heart is telling you, especially in love, because there could be somebody who is pretending to be this Emperor person who is going to bring you fulfillment, but actually they're just a time waster. And I'm just here to be honest with you, group number 3, and tell you the truth. I'm not just going to tell you what you want to hear. You're of course going to have to navigate through that, and you're going to have to make that decision for yourself. Then we have the Princess of Swords. So the person who may try to come in, distract you, who is definitely not the Emperor, which is what will bring you this kind of like abundance and these butterflies, is the Princess of Swords. The Princess of Swords is connected to air signs. Air signs are not really for you during the month of August, at least not romantically. So I want you to know here to avoid the Princess of Swords. This person is playful, witty, charming, fun. They're very eloquent and smart, but they can also be a little bit deceiving, okay? And they're most likely kind of around your age, not a lot older, whereas the Emperor is more mature. The Emperor is also biologically older than you. So those are the ways in which you can tell who is meant for you during the month of August and how you can properly discern. But let's move a little further into your reading. We have Poised. So of course, if you have to let the Princess of Swords down, if you have to let the person depicted in this card know that you're not interested and it's just most likely not really going to work out, okay, we have another card that wants to speak, which is Building Blocks. Back to Poised, you're going to have to tell them, let them them down very easy. You're going to have to make sure that you don't hurt their feelings, that you don't do things too harshly, because just overall, you're not going to feel good about hurting somebody's feelings. And I'm just telling you that right now. You are not the type of person who is going to be able to live with that. You're going to feel very bad if you kind of like can tell who this person is and you're like, hey, I remember from Vanessa's reading, this is not the person for me, I better shoot them down. Try and still do so in a very gentle way. Try and still do so in a way that shows that you're compassionate and that you still kind of like salute their courage to express their interest in you. Then we had building blocks just pop right out of the pile, and in building blocks, I see here that things are going to just slowly take shape by little building blocks just stacking on top of one another. Okay, so the building blocks to your love life are being handed to you. What you do with them is up to you during the month of August. Of course, you can engage in this situationship with the Emperor, and that is one that I see as favorable, but maybe you do see a very genuine kind of chance or a very genuine characteristic in the Princess of Swords where you feel like, oh, maybe I should actually give that person a chance because it may be more fun. I'm not 100% sure whether I want to settle down with this person in the Emperor. So know in the building blocks that at the end of the day, you're being handed possibilities, you're being handed opportunities, as we have in the Three of Wands, but how you move into developing those opportunities, how you move into creating your love life, that is up to you. So it's just like if we all had building blocks, we would all build different houses, different castles, different caves, you name it. So the same goes for your love life. So know that at the end of the day, for the month of August, it is primarily up to you and what you decide to do with your building blocks. The amount of opportunity is kind of infinite, is pretty high, and it is for you to decide what feels right and what feels good. So as we had in the moon, listen to your intuition. Also, if you made it to the end of this reading, group number 3, leave a little moon emoji down below in the comment section as a token of good luck for the month of August, as well as to just let me know that you made it to this point of your reading. So group number 3, I hope you enjoyed your reading and found it insightful. Let me know down in the comment section what hit home, and I will see you in one of my upcoming videos. Hello group number 4, and welcome to your reading about your love life during August of 2020. So you chose the black tourmaline, group number 4, which is an awesome stone. It has protective energies that not only protect you against electromagnetic fields, but also just negativity in general, you know, those energy vampires. But let's move into your reading in order to figure out what is happening in your love life during August. So we have the 8 of Wands, we have the moon, we have the shadow, as well as the 3 of Cups. So we have a very interesting combo right from the get-go for you, group number 4. So let's move right into it. First and foremost, in the moon, I see here that you are meant to follow your intuition. You're meant to connect to that very intuitive side of yourself in order to protect yourself. That is why you chose the black tourmaline, okay? There are some people, some things that are not what they seem. There are some illusions when it comes to your love life, and it is up to you to kind of like sniff that out, to figure it out, to not get yourself in that kind of emotional situationship, if you know what I mean. As I can see here in the 3 of Cups, that there is a lot of time for celebration, happiness, fun, especially with your family, your loved ones, but you have to make sure that you actually prioritize them, that you don't allow somebody to waste your time romantically, and then instead of doing what you should be doing here, which is just, you know, cheersing, just having a good time with friends and family. Instead of that, you're kind of butthurt. Instead of that, you're in a situation where you're ghosted, your time is wasted, and you're like, how did this happen? So look out for that, because when it comes to your romantic life, it can go either way, okay? Group number 4. In the shadow, I see here that moving further into what we have here in the moon with things not being as they seem, I want you to also know that when it comes to materialism, that is not a good situation for you during the month of August. So try to not spend very much. Try to make sure that you're kind of like tight with your money, as I can see that some unforeseen expenses may come up, and just overall also make sure that you're not kind of covering anybody else's costs whose costs you really shouldn't be covering. Okay, so no costs for a first date, or no costs for kind of seeing somebody who didn't properly invite you or didn't properly like make you feel appreciated. There's nothing wrong with paying on a date. There's nothing wrong with splitting a bill or inviting somebody, but like you want to make sure that you didn't just get into the situation because they lied about who they were, or they lied about their intentions, because then you're going to be mad, because then it's like you're playing with my money and my feelings. That's a no. So I definitely see, be very careful, be very stingy when it comes to other people. Make sure that you're only spending money around those who you know have pure intentions in correlation to your connection with them. In the Eight of Wands, one thing that I can see here is that you're making a lot of progress when it comes to your romantic life. So just overall, as we had here in the moon, and following your intuition, being very discerning, making sure that you're looking out for yourself and that you're looking at the signs and at the things that people are doing rather than saying, is just overall bringing your entire integrity into alignment. So when you, for instance, say, I don't really date people who just want to play around, people will look at your history, your dating record, and it's like, no, you did not date people who just want to play around, because you stopped feeding into that. You stopped allowing people to just like talk the talk and not walk the walk. Talk is cheap in this day and age. What people do is really what decides over whether you're going to spend time around them, whether you're going to get financially involved. Because just think about it. Going on dates, I mean, even if it's just meeting somebody a few times or a few different people, that can easily pile up to a few $100s that you spend with people who have never even intended on being serious. So just weeding that out right from the get-go before you start spending time getting ready, commuting, traveling, meeting that person, just overall wasting time if they're playing around. That is one thing that I see that is imperative for the month of August. So we have movement as well as music. So music and movement is a therapeutic to you, and is also a way how you can connect romantically. I see that music is one thing where it's like, if somebody has the same taste in music as you, the relationship is going to be fire. Okay, if they like to move the way you like to move, be it working out or dancing, that is a big part of the criteria where you can just instantly tell that this person is going to just be a great partner. This person is going to really enhance your love life. So allow yourself to reconnect through music and movement with yourself as well. Listen to your favorite songs that you haven't listened to in a very long time, even if they're those like breakup songs, those love songs, and allow yourself to move, to have fun, to put yourself on a wavelength of positivity when it comes to love. Then we have ground yourself as well as connect with fire. So being outdoors, doing a little campfire ceremony is very therapeutic and also kind of helpful to your love life. As I can see here, connecting with fire is going to bring passion into your vibrational realm, is going to bring passion into your space, and just overall, not just passion in a sense of doing things without thinking, of just hooking up with random people, if you will, but a very grounded kind of passion where you understand what you want, what you don't want, you're discerning, you're making sure that you're kind of weeding out the good from who is toxic to you, and you're only giving those people a chance who you know you have a genuine connection with, and not people who just talk about the connection, but you're like, huh, there's not really anything here. Like, what are you talking about? So instead of allowing people to like schmooze you and talk you into situations again, especially romantically, no, you're taking the reins into your possession, and you're making sure that if it doesn't feel right, it just don't feel right. If your intuition is saying no, then it's a no. We got to keep those energy vampires out. I mean, black tourmaline, obviously. And then we have regeneration, number 46. And in regeneration, I see here that just coming coming to this place of being courageous, of being brave enough to say no, to say, actually, I don't have time even for a date, even for a phone call. I see that that is just going to regenerate your self-worth and the way you see yourself, the way you view yourself, the value that you put on who you are in the dating game. Because sometimes when we feel so kind of like played with, when we've been ghosted, when we've been treated in a manner that is not very kind, it can really chew away at our confidence, and we can end up feeling like, oh, I'm not that valuable in the dating game, or I'm not that attractive. But I definitely see a regeneration and just a dismissal of any of those negative thoughts that you may have still been carrying around. Then we have here and now. So in here and now, one thing that I can tell is that when it comes to your love life, you're all about results here and now during the month of August. You're not up for, just waiting and seeing that things are going to get better. If things work out in the moment, that's great. If they don't, you're not sweating it, you're moving on. So I definitely see a lot of empowerment for you, group number 4, and just overall leaving the present as well as leaving the past as well as the future is what I meant to say. Leaving all of those behind and just focusing on the present, focusing on what is going on right now rather than stressing on what you can't influence anyways. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune as well as Strength. So in the Wheel of Fortune, I definitely see that not stressing out, just being in the moment, is coming from a place where you have experienced ups and downs in love, and you understand there's no point in sweating it, there's no point in stressing out. There are going to be ups and downs, there are going to be good situations, bad situations. I can't influence everybody. All I can do is protect myself, and that is where strength comes into play, and that is exactly where I see things heading for you, where you're courageous enough to just allow things to happen. You're making it very clear you're not depending on anybody. And if that means that you're going to be alone during the month of August, if that means that nobody is moving into your life romantically, because all of the people who did move towards you were just not high value people for you and your situation, then so be it. Because I see here in Strength, you'd rather be alone and happy and know that you can count on your friends and family than be with somebody who is wasting your time, be with somebody who is insincere and who is just going to end up breaking your heart a little, who is just going to end up making you feel like you allowed them into your space and they took advantage of it. That is absolutely not happening. Your confidence is boosted, it's on fire, and you know your self-worth. So if you made it to the end of your reading, group number 4, leave a little fire emoji down below in the comment section in order to let me know, and also just as a little token of self-empowerment for your love life during the month of August. And overall, I just hope you're doing amazing. I hope you're doing well, you're staying safe, and I will see you in one of my upcoming videos. Hello, group number 5, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Celestine, group number 5, which is just such a gorgeous mineral. It just glistens in this baby blue color, and it's just absolutely beautiful. But let's move into your reading in order to figure out exactly what is going on in your love life during the month of August, shall we? So we have the King of Rings, we have the Temperance, as well as the Two of Cups. So we're already off to a very favorable start for your love life should you be looking to be in a relationship, okay? The Two of Cups is all about respect, balance, and just overall being in that relationship, being in that connection with somebody who cares about you just as much as you care about them. So the Two of Cups speaks highly of things happening romantically. And in the King of Rings, I mean, do I have to explain anymore? This is a snack, okay? So in the King of Rings, we have somebody coming towards you who is kind of like the king of the material realms, the king of the earthly realms. They are very responsible, and they're all about abundance, okay? They're all about their bag, their money, they're all about their financial situation, and they are pretty authoritative in that field. They're the type of person that people listen to, that people feel like they have have great advice. And don't feel as though just because I said this is a snack and you know the appearance of this card that it has to be a male with a six-pack. I mean, it could be, but it does not need to be. We are first and foremost just kind of describing this person, who they are. I can see here in Temperance, however, that this person moving into your life during August, it's going to be rather slow, and that is what ties in so perfectly with the Two of Cups, because the Two of Cups is about that respectful relationship, right? And just having things move slowly shows that they respect you, it shows that they value you, and that they have sincere intentions. They're not trying to just do a little wham bam, thank you ma'am. They're interested in seeing through what kind of possibility and chances that there are for a long-term committed connection with you. In Temperance, furthermore, I want you to know that moving into your personal equilibrium at this point in time is possible when it comes to love. So feeling kind of balanced, feeling like you're okay with just letting things unfold however they would like to unfold, and not tampering with the universe, not tampering with the energies at hand, group number 5. And you may think to yourself, me, I would never tamper with the energies, group number 5. Not trying to call you out or anything, but like August is really good because you're just chill, you're just letting things happen as they will. Then we have soulmates, group number 5. Your reading is the most favorable actually of all of the readings. Am I supposed to be saying that? Probably not. But in soulmates, it's very clear here that this King of Rings person, this person who has very strong earth sign placements within their birth chart, that is another indication of the fact that the person is a King of Rings representative. I see that they would be an awesome soulmate for you, maybe even a twin flame, somebody who you can spend a prolonged amount of time with, somebody where if you hang out with them, you're in the same room, you're in the same place, it never gets awkward. It just always feels nice and kind of like home, if you know what I mean. So that is one thing that I see coming for you. Then we have the Tribe in correlation to the number 8, and the number 8 in numerology is a number that speaks of infinite possibility, of infinite abundance. And I want you to know here in the Tribe that this person most likely comes from a rather wealthy background, a rather wealthy family. They're doing well for themselves and they take care of their family. They take care of those who are closest to them. And that is one thing that I see in soulmates that you find attractive, that really just leaves an impression on you, because maybe in the area that you grew up in, or just generally in this day and age, you feel like people don't honor and value commitment and family as much as they used to. But this person is pretty old-fashioned. This person is pretty conservative in their approach, but in a good way, in a way that shows that they genuinely care. Then we have the Queen of Wands, as well as the Five of Swords. So there is a little troublemaker, okay? There is a little situation here with this Queen of Wands person as well as the Five of Swords. So let me tell you a little story about the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a person, okay? It could be a girl, it could be a guy. They could identify as whoever, but they have this strong fire sign energy and they are up to no good, as we can see here in the Five of Swords. And one day during the month of August, they're going to try you. And I mean, not trying to say that it's going to be unsuccessful, but let us just say that within what you're going through romantically, you're not going to sweat it, and you're basically just going to put them in their place real quick, okay? So the little tale of the Queen of Wands actually ends pretty quickly, a lot quicker than I anticipated. And it just ends with you basically shutting them down, shutting them off, and that being that. So you are focused on your romantic life, you're focused on not allowing anybody to come in between or to talk any smack about your situation, because quite frankly speaking, it's not their place, and overall it's just none of their business. But let's move a little further into your reading. We have Sync with the Moon as well as Take a Walk. So taking a walk during a time where you feel very in sync with the moon is a great idea for you, but taking a walk, do that just separately. Get some fresh air, get your blood pumping, your blood flowing. And in sync with the moon, I also do definitely recommend for you to manifest during the full moon as well as the new moon, and to just use that in order to set goals as well as let go of things. So setting goals is what you usually do during the new moon, because the new moon gives you a lot of great manifesting energies, and the full moon is a great time for you to let go of baggage, for you to let go of things that you've been just carrying along with you for way too long. Then we have make a vision board. So adding a vision board to the mixture is one thing that I see that you're kind of being called to make or to update, if you will. So if you already have a vision or a goal board, August is a great time for you to update it, for you to make some changes, as well as to just make sure that you are still focused on those things, that those are even things that you still want. I mean, I made a goal board a few months ago, and honestly, looking back at it, there are some things on there that have changed, some things on there that I have accomplished, and I'm ready to move on. So make sure that you keep that up to date. Even if love is going well, even if your situationship here romantically is favorable, do not cease to continue to work on your goal board, because while the situation is favorable in August, I mean, you're not going to get married and have children and have that commitment and be in a relationship for already, you know, a decade at that point. You still have to plan your life, because this situation is just starting out. It is a possibility, but only time will tell whether this person will end up prevailing as a soulmate. Then we have peace as well as truth be told. So one thing that I want you to know here is that just August is overall a pretty peaceful month when it comes to love for you, and it's most likely because you're just getting what you want, group number 5. So people around you, you just feel inner peace. You don't feel like engaging in any fights and any confrontation. I mean, you may never feel like engaging in that period, but August is especially not the month, which is why you're shutting down the Queen of Wands so quickly. I mean, just look at her. Little troublemaker over here. So that is one thing that I see. Nothing can kind of get you out of feeling peaceful, out of feeling just good about yourself and your romantic situation. And in truth be told, I just want you to know that there is a lot that is going to come to light about your romantic situation. There are a lot of secrets that are going to be aired between you and this person. So when the King of Rings comes into your life, when the King of Rings is communicating with you, when getting to know them, you're telling them the truth about who you are. You're airing some of the things that you've been through in past relationships, and they are doing the same. So it's really a very healthy back and forth. It's a very healthy explanation of your love life, what you've been through, and where you're trying to go. A very honest conversation. That is one thing that I see coming for you here. So group number 5, if you've made it to the end of your reading, which is where we're at right now, leave a little giraffe emoji down below, as we have this giraffe here in the tribe. Okay, will my camera focus? You get the picture. So overall, group number 5, I hope that you found this reading insightful as well as helpful, inspirational, and motivational. Leave a little comment down below letting me know what really hit home and what you're looking forward to. So overall, group number 5, stay safe. I wish you an amazing day or night whenever you decided to tune into this reading, and I will see you in one of my upcoming videos.